Please welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda's channel. Thank you so much for all the love and support. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of ours, you guys are the real MVP. So, USA attorney was actually detained, handcuffed by ICE. And he was all shocked because he has been a citizen of the United States for like 10 years. And he was just questioning, why was he detained? Why was he, handcuffed? Why was he harassed? This got a lot of people reacting because I was able to put up some stitches from him and, telling him stories. I'm just going to roll his clip as well as some of other stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. Alright, lovelies, let's dive into it.
Literally drove my car to Canada for the weekend. And on the way back, I was treated like a criminal.
An unwelcome return home for Bashir Attallah and his wife Jessica on Sunday when they say Customs and Border Patrol officers stopped them at the border between Vermont and Canada.
He asked me, exit the vehicle right now, and he reached for his gun. I said, okay, I'm exiting the vehicle. Keep your gun at your waist.
Just hours before, Attallah celebrated Palm Sunday with his family. Now he was being arrested.
They handcuffed me. They twisted my arm.
It was like a shock for me.
A real estate attorney, Attallah says he's been an American citizen for over 10 years. He immediately started questioning why he was being detained.
Even if you ask questions, they say we don't know, it's the government.
Attallah says CBP agents requested to look into his email on his phone, which he denied them access to because of attorney-client privilege.
So I had to, under duress, give him permission to look through my email, through my privileged information, and he made me write a statement signed by me saying that I gave him permission to look through the email.
After several requests, Attallah says CBP agents called his sister Celine Attallah, who is an immigration attorney.
It started with the immigrants. It's coming to us Americans, and it's gonna go after all of us.
After nearly 5 hours, Attallah says he and his wife were released. They are now pursuing legal action.
I really thought things would change after this administration, when we had Mr. Trump in office. Things would change to the better. Things actually changed to the worse.
So first and foremost, I want to say that I think it's ludicrous that this person thought it would be better under the Trump administration than it was under the Biden administration. And for anybody who's going to say, well, you see, the Trump administration is far worse. No, it's not. It's continuing the same agenda. It's just more honest about it. And on that note, I'm going to go back to 2001 and the following 10 years, okay? I'm in Canada and this affected us as well. We also had some of ours end up in, the island in Cuba that, they're part of the island of Cuba that, you don't want to go. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because one of my dad's colleagues, whose name is George, who has a very Christian name and just happened to be Lebanese, happened to be traveling through the United States and was actually coming back to Canada. And upon his arrival in Canada, he was asked if he ever was a member of some sort of Islamic jihad. If he was a member of any Muslim terrorist groups. The man was literally repeating over and over, I'm Christian. Look at my name. It's George. And they were like, what? What do you mean? You're from a Muslim country. Because that's how I imagine all Canadians and Americans think in their head, especially the unmelanated kind. Anyway, all this to say, you lovely folk that keep thinking it's not going to affect citizens because George was also Canadian. You're out of your delusional minds. And we've all been seeing this coming. Anyway, have a day.
Change to the better. Things actually changed to the worse.
We told y'all. We told told y'all, the scholars told y'all, the Holocaust survivors told y'all, but y'all called us unintelligent, y'all called us stupid, but now we're here. Now we're here where legal U.S. citizens are being detained and treated poorly because they think they're an immigrant. And it's not going to be just immigrants. It's going to be all of us. They're going to come for all of us. All of us. He said the homegrowns are next. Are we awake? Hello, wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. It's time to stand up and fight. All right? None of us want to go through Holocaust 2.0. None of us do. So instead of being right and left, let's all come together, because I'm tired. United we stand, apart we fall.
Mr. Trump will change to the worse.
We do not care. Tell me, sir, how's that vote working out for you? Did you like it? You thought going into that booth and voting against humanity was gonna work out for you? You really mean to tell me this man stood on stage, said all the quiet parts out loud, and you didn't hear it? You mean to tell me what you heard was he was gonna do for the better of this country, the better of you, especially knowing you wasn't born here? Did you really think that was gonna fly? Chat, I be wondering what was running through y'all heads, like, cause this is perplexing. Okay, and seeing your videos, I'm perturbed, because why are you mad? This is what you voted for. Why are you upset that you had to be detained and treated like a criminal? You know, the same thing you voted to happen to other human beings. Oh, I get it, right? You wasn't thinking that far ahead. It was okay, as long as it was happening to everybody else. But the moment it hit your door, it's a problem. I need you to make this make sense, right? Because I thought the saying was, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? Right? Sir, take this. It's your karma. And karma has no menu. You will get served what you deserve. There's no working around that. So, concepts of freedom for you, sir. Have the day you deserve.
You really thought you was white enough, didn't you? Oh, they thought they were in the club. How you gonna hate when you on the outside of the club?
Mr. Trump in office.
Pardon me, I happened to wake up to this video. Did he just say he was stopped at the Canadian border? Did he just say that he was harassed at the Canadian border? Did he actually just say, I really thought things would change when Mr. Trump was in office? Sweetie, they did change. You just didn't notice. You'd now be treated the same as everyone else. You are an immigrant. You are now beneath him. You're now no better than Mr. Garcia. Yes, you might want to reevaluate the fact that votes have consequences. And you voted for your own benefit and thought you wouldn't get swept up with everyone else. Yeah, I get the really spicy videos after I go to bed. I invite y'all to go watch that NBC News report. You thought you would not be affected. That's the way you voted. You didn't vote for the good of everyone in this country. You voted for your orange orangutan. And then you wound up having your privacy violated, having your rights violated. If anything takes down this country, it's the fact that we seem to have people who are immigrating here, far too many, with the opinion that that makes you better than other people who have to work harder to get here, who have to hike over mountains, walk for miles to get here. Because I've kind of got a suspicion your family flew in and you had the money and the standing to be able to become a citizen. Yeah. I really thought things would change for the better with Mr. Trump in office. Mr. Trump, who's committing human rights violations, breaking the law, who has 47 fucking felonies, and you're an attorney, and you admit you voted for him. Oh my God.
Actually change.
So he got profiled crossing the border from Canada to the United States. He's, as you can see, very upset. They treated him like a criminal, detained him for hours, made him give them access to his emails. And then he says, I thought things would change for the better now that Mr. Trump is in office. It's hard to feel bad for him, really. Like, what the fuck?
Things will change to the better. Things actually change to the worse.
You thought things were going to get better? You're joking, right? You think it was going to get better with the guy up on the hill? I think he's a 47 person. I'm not certain. And here you are, Attorney Atella with your wife, visiting relatives, Palm Sunday. Kudos to you. I celebrated that as well. Yeah. And then a bunch of people that claim they're Border Patrol. Because I don't believe anything anymore. I think they're just picking up people off the streets. I'll give you a few bucks. Because they're basically taking and downgrading every department there is. So I think they're just contracting people to do this. This is my opinion. Maybe they are, but they didn't seem to experience, Canadian Border Patrol didn't seem to know. You probably showed them. I know you do your license number. You registered with the bar. They didn't look at that. And then they had to go through your email and figure that out, and said, well, we're dealing with this as an attorney. And then you called your sister, and then that took hours for him to figure out she's an immigration attorney. Yeah. You're not, you're bright, but you're naive. You thought things were going to get better? Well, I want to make you feel a little bit better about this. Rest assured, you went through a great deal and you're going after him legally. Or I don't know who you're going to go after. This government's just letting everybody go. And those people will disappear. They're with the Border Patrol and make a bit of it. They're not going to be around. They're going to go right back into the streets. Here's the thing, though. You need to feel good about this because he signed an executive order today on showerheads. So maybe you should just take that foot off the pedal, because I know you were you voted for him, and realize the good things he's been doing for you and your paper straws. He's sending all those their paper straws and the showerheads to El Salvador. Yeah, he's going to need to, because he's going to be building 5 more buildings, which I think he's buying prime real estate there. In my opinion, I think it's just going to work out great for him. So stop complaining, because he was going to, detain you. Now you're starting to get a little bit frazzled. It's funny when it happens to the MAGAs. It's a different story. And take it for what it's worth that you are selfish. Just because you've been a citizen for a period of time, over 10 years, and you're a lawful citizen and an attorney, doesn't give you an excuse. Look at your name. Look at the way you look. Just like Trump said years ago at the Gaming Society, 1987, he said, because they got their license. He said, they don't look like Indians. I have friends that are Indians that said they don't look like Indians. Maybe you shouldn't look like the way you look and you'd be like the rest of us, right? Oh, I don't think I do. I'm not blonde and blue-eyed, But anyhow, think about that. That's
While no one should be experiencing that treatment in the United States, this individual is the reason that this occurred. He only cares about it now because it's affecting him. But he voted for Trump. Says that. So, I mean, you didn't care enough about other people. And now you are experiencing those things that you voted for, and you're complaining about them. You caused this. You are 100% responsible for what happened to you. So, what are you going to do about it?
Change to the worse.
If I cast my memory back far enough, yeah, half of the nation tried to warn y'all. What's all the different ways for humans say, you reap what you sow? What you do to others, you do to yourself. When you hurt others, you hurt yourself. When you vote in ways that intentionally and deliberately hurts others, you are also hurting yourself. Whatever energy you put out towards others is the energy that you will receive. If you lack empathy and compassion for others' suffering, then don't be surprised when they lack empathy and compassion for your suffering. Whatever word you choose to describe it, be it God or the universe, works in mysterious ways, is a stickler for balance, and loves poetic justice. So, you're experiencing what is called natural consequences. Learn from it. Maybe stop testing God.
Office.
Is that working out for you now, huh? Sucks, doesn't it?
Actually been going viral on the social platform in the sense that he's actually crying out with the way at which the eyes treated him. Like, this is just the beginning. This is actually the beginning. Because so many people actually thought that this deportation and all of that was going to be focused more on a particular group of people, right? Without even knowing that everyone is going to collect. Everyone is going to feel it, Look at the way at which he's crying out. But this was something that was probably going to be avoidable. Or this was what was supposed to be avoidable. But no. I often say that is when it actually affects you personally, that is when you understand the level at which this is hurting the people, is the people that is affecting the most. It is only when it gets to you that is when you cry out. So probably he was actually not a US citizen before. Then after 10 years, he's been the US citizen 10 years. And now he's shocked. Why are you shocked? Why are you shocked? When people that looks like me was actually telling you that this is no more the way at which things used to be, you used to be. This is definitely going to be worse. Nobody wants to listen. And now, maybe you are not white enough, or maybe you're a white person, and they don't care. If you are not snow white, snow body, or snow whatsoever, you can never be accepted, even if you are a citizen. Look at this other man that was, mistakenly deported to El Salvador. Till date, people are still asking for his whereabouts. People are still asking for his whereabouts. So if they're able to do this to this man who was mistakenly taken to El Salvador, do you think that any other person is free? Every other person is not. An average person is not free. It can be done to anyone. Anyone can be harassed by ICE and deported to El Salvador. This man is talking about the homegrown. So no one is even exception here. Like, if you are not in support of all of his policy, you might be deported. You might be deported. Just imagine going for a vacation, a Palm Sunday, or what have you, that took him out there, and all of a sudden you are being harassed. You are being harassed by ICE. This was what I was talking about, during the course of this mass deportation and immigration thing. I said it on my previous videos. I was like, this might actually bring about people getting harassed, even if you are a citizen or not. So it's very advisable that you should go anywhere with your citizenship or with your passport or whatsoever to show your identity, because you being maybe related to being does not going to save you. So I think what is going to save you right now is just go around with your citizenship and mind yourself, mind the way you speak, mind the way you interact, because you are being watched. You are being watched. So this is now even longer only a fight for people that looks like me. It's a collective stuff. Like the pan-colored woman who was asking for unity, for togetherness. Where was this energy before? Where was the energy of, oh my God, you have to come? Because now they are scared. They are in a panic mode. Because if they can do whatever they do to this man at the El Salvador and this one here right now, they are coming for any pan-colored person who disagrees with them. They are coming for you. So it's either you are in or out. This is the time for you to show where you stand, where you belong. So if you are going to be against them, be ready, because they are going to come for you. So this you're calling out for togetherness. I think you need to call it out monthly on your own community. You guys need to start off with the togetherness before calling upon other people, because they are going to probably listen to you people the most. They're going to listen to you people the most. Look at the 5th of April. I'm still yet to see the outcome. Everybody's still waiting. It's as if they ignored, like a waste of, I don't know. Why wouldn't they, when some people were out there asking for bouncing castle? Anyway, lovelies, wanna just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. Please subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do that. Like, and I will see you, lovelies, when I upload the next one.